Mamma mia! Hurry up! Oh boy! Mamma mia! Oh boy! Oh boy! No, no!
Alright, hello everyone.
Hi there.
Welcome to the stream. That was Wario dies after getting hit by a... or Wario dies by getting hit by a train after his car stalls at the crossing.mp3. Just thought I'd share that.
I had a rock stuck in my pee hole.
Yeah, that's what's been up with
if
Ash.
I sound gross, I just got back from having surgery yesterday to get a kidney stone removed. But
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good. I feel pretty good after getting that removed.
Yeah, Ash is a real trooper and he's here on the stream already today.
I was like doing donuts in the wheelchair that they gave me, and they're like, we have someone to push you out to the parking lot. And I'm like, well, where are they? Let's go. I want to get home. So I was having a good time.
Alright, let's get the game going. Let's get that game going. This game is not suitable for children. Okay, now where did I put it? There it is, Doki. Oh wait, I gotta turn off notification sounds. So that I don't confuse people. Notification sounds are off.
Stan, user of 41 Any says, yo, what's happening? I have found your FlutterBug Twitch channel.
Well, hello. So, I gotta mention that I'm, like, I felt like nervous about this stream here, where it's like, I wasn't, like, expecting to get so, like, I didn't expect to get so invested in the story and everything.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't usually get very invested emotionally or anything with these sorts of things. And so the story got, like, sort of, like, sweet and, like, emotional. And I got, like, invested in it, and then I realized, oh no, what's coming up? And I'm like, oh no. So I'm, like, I'm actually, like, genuinely nervous about the, about what's going to happen.
Well,
so, it's a good thing I got you here for it, then. Ash will make it better. We seem to have developed a spam bot.
Check out the link in my profile pic. Regards, Doki Literature Club play was amazing. Oh, thank you, Spambot.
I just started. It was amazing. Your playthrough of this your gameplay of this visual novel. Like, you're so skilled at this visual novel. I was impressed by your gameplay.
Oh my god, I have 1,000 points for your channel. Thank you.
That's all. The points are going to be reset possibly on the 15th. Twitch keeps saying. So.
Oh, why?
Well, because it was just sort of like a trial period of it, and then it's like they're gonna do it for real starting on the 15th. Like, everybody's going to get it instead of just a select few. Yeah, it's the day of the festival. Shit's about to go down. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. Considering going to her house to wake her up, I decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. Managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. Knowing Monica,
My
I'm sure the event will be great too. Yes. Just like I have in real life. There she is. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early.
Do you want me to start taking over Monica? Because I feel like you're talking a lot back and forth with Monica, and it's kind of like, you know.
Oh yeah, sure.
We can break it up.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
I'll just
funny.
do my regular voice for Monica. You're the first one here.
That's funny.
Thanks
I thought
for
at least Yuri would be here by now. It's eerily silent, I'm realizing. There's no
What are you
music.
talking about? I love this.
Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all of the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it.
That's
so that's the one I'll be performing. Also, you're cutting out a little bit, like you're sounding a bit like a robot.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
Which could just be because, like I said, I'm streaming from my room today.
Am I better?
Not really.
Aw.
Sorry.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Whoops. Whoops. There we go. Sorry, I was just messing up a window. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not really that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all?
Ah, you should take a little responsibility for her. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president after all.
The robot sound to your voice sort of happens at the end of your sentences. Like as you trail off, you get garbled.
Wonder if I can close some more things and get myself a little faster of a signal.
I'm not sure, like it might just be my end. But then again, you weren't like that until we started streaming. So but
things that make you go
I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it. I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so.
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Wait, what did she say? Let's go back.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlet?
I probably know a lot more than you think. Oh, that's what she said.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. You just being slightly garbled just adds to the spookiness, maybe.
Yes, that's just Monica's natural voice.
I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. I think, well, actually, you might. We need to wait till somebody's in chat to confirm, because Biss was like that one time when we were streaming, and people were saying in chat that they sounded fine on their end. So it might just be my end.
Yeah,
but I'm hearing you garbled.
OBS takes direct from your desktop, so it might be getting more clear of the sound than you are.
Well, how about you just check the stream real quick and listen to yourself talk a bit.
Yeah. I just realized you won't actually hear it if I look it up.
Yeah. See if your voice sounds clear.
Oh, great. There's an ad.
Oh, no. I'll just read a little bit while you do this. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. You should probably read something so that you have something to listen to.
Oh, wait. Here we are.
That sounded clear on my end, too.
Yeah, it doesn't sound robot-y for me, but I can always check again.
Okay, that sentence sounded robot-y for me, so listen to that one.
Oh, I already closed the stream.
Oh no!
Oh. Hold on. Let me go back. It's gonna make me watch another ad about
Sorry.
moderators.
Sorry, everyone, for a delay here. I just want
Wait,
to
no,
be
it's not
certain.
making me.
Especially if this sounds fine, people are going to watch this in the future and be like, what in the world are you two going on about? Why are you wasting time on the stream for this nonsense? Oh.
Hmm. No, I sound fine to me.
Okay. Well, let's keep the stream open. Let's play for a little bit longer and then listen to yourself and tell me what you sound like.
Yeah. If you hear it again, I'll like immediately unmute the stream and listen because it's only a couple seconds behind right now.
Gotcha. Okay, so you can read your next line.
Okay, so where the heck were we?
Says, yeah, I
Oh.
thought so too.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Okay, that sounded a little garbled.
Okay, it does sound a little bit garbled on my end.
Oh, okay. So that is coming through. So it might be on your end. Are you streaming next to the, are you doing the thing where you stream next to the router?
No, but I can move down to the router if you want. It'll just take me a second.
Okay, we'll try that. I'll keep
Okay.
reading for now.
Yeah,
I flipped through
you'll
the
have some fun.
pages.
Because there's a big chunk where you read anyway, right here.
Okay. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Well, I don't really need to read all of that. That's just get out of my head repeatedly. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Oh. And there's like a percent symbol at the top for some reason. It's a little weird. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Elena? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. More than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? Quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I'm gonna wait for Ash to return here. Come on, Ash. We need ya. Just about done, he says. Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Boy, this is a stream, alright. Now this is streaming. You know you're watching a good stream when nothing is happening and the streamer is just sitting here humming Spider-Man cartoon theme song and Kirby song. Oh, don't worry, we'll get going. We'll get in the full swing of it here soon. It's my fault for just experimenting with streaming in my room all of a sudden. Live on stream, streaming from new location.
Alright, I'm back.
There you are.
Do I
Okay.
sound better?
So far.
Okay. So where
I should have tried
are
a little
we?
bit harder for Sayori. That's the line I just read.
Okay. I'm caught up with you.
If it still is bad, or I mean, okay, you're sounding a little garbled still. If it's like really bad, I'll just give up trying to stream in my room and move into the
Aw.
other room. I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, or to help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Where are her parents? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. It really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't that kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh, oh dang. What was that weird text? It just garbled. An exception has occurred. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. So I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be here. I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. Nothing... Excuse me, what was that? Nothing I do can bring her back. This is what I get for trying to read too quickly. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me, and now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. End.
That's it. The game's over.
Well. Corruptions.
So do you want to...
Vinesauce Corruptions visual novel.
Let's
Wait, but that's like, it's like garbled Monica's face over there. Or no, or it's just all of, wait, that's just totally Monica, just garbled over there.
You got a little bit of Yuri and you got a little bit of
Well, I guess we just... Alright, what happens if I go to load game? My save files are still fine. Interestingly enough. It's like if you have the wrong language pack installed. And the music is just a little weird.
Alright.
It's just a little not what it's supposed to be. The annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms like in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Used to walk to school together, etc, etc. We've read some of this, so I'll just skip along. However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and catch up to me. I just read that as, you know, that SpongeBob episode where, or Rock Bottom, where like they say in between every word.
Whoa,
Seems like that kind of sound.
Screen go crazy.
No, I didn't.
Watch back on the stream.
I think I
Screens
missed
went,
it there
like,
too.
Crazy.
I'll have to watch it back later.
Oh no, hit the button.
There it is. That... It's just an ordinary school day. Yeah.
Like any other.
I like how they portray sort of the stuff happening as sort of the game glitching out. As if it's like, what's the word, like the game can't handle it. It's like the game itself is like busted. I've always walked to school alone. Always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by.
Sayori has never existed, it looks like.
On the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Monica? Monica, something was up there for a second.
Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's not like I've been sucking the brain juices out, sucking the brain juices out, or anything.
It's been a while, right?
It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for, anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
I'd like to imagine that the main character is like screaming inside like, "Where's Sayori? What did you do with her?"
I think it's actually... You know what? I think... Or when you said that sentence really loudly, you were perfectly clear. I think it's just because you're so quiet that it's like getting garbled.
Maybe try and turn up my microphone. Or I can try and turn up my microphone also.
Okay.
Out.
I think it's got to come from your end.
Does this do anything?
I'm not sure. Let's just keep going for now.
Okay.
A literature club.
Oh, jeez.
Did you know that Elena is a cute butterfly? Thank you.
Thank you, Clara.
Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry, Facebook statuses, Twitter posts. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Sorry if you heard some rustling in the background. This is my mom opening a bag. Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? And we need all those we can get.
Did Monica
considering
say
one
she?
died. Hey, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but
In that case,
the character's personality has like changed, has like done like a 90-degree angle here where now he's like specifically looking for girls and is not just like surprised to be there and then is like, oh, well, maybe I can get to know them. It's become like the character's motivation is to meet girls.
girls, I am considering them. Is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at very least visit my club, it would really make me happy.
And Monica has become the main character of the story now.
Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome.
Ah, awesome. You're really sweet. You know that?
It's nothing, really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
Ooh.
You and your delicious brain juices.
That's today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. Oh.
Really just putting it all out there.
I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Meanwhile, the main character inside is like, where's Sayori? Why does she not exist in this world? What's going on? I'm back, Tilda. And I brought a guest with me.
Whoa.
Oh. Eh? A guest?
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Yeah, because she's lesbian.
Don't be mean. But anyway, welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
The Key Smash name makes a lot of sense now that the game is glitching.
Now it is garbled like the rest of the game.
So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki. Wait, why did she go British all of a second?
The girl with the sour. That's just part of the game getting garbled. Now her accent has changed. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual.
I
And
noticed.
This is Yuri, the vice president.
I noticed. No, Yuri's the vice president. Okay. I noticed that when you do Natsuki's voice, you don't go garbled. For whatever reason.
Maybe because of higher frequencies.
Maybe.
It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So, I ran into in a classroom, and they decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought in anyone new? I was going to, well,
You know, suck their brain juices out.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say suck something
Sorry.
else.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into them. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeehaw. Yeah, that would be great.
Yuri's voice doesn't get garbled either.
Why don't you come sit down? It's just Monica.
Oh.
Just Monica.
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
Oh, Elena, you
What?
don't see it on your game, but on my game, if you look back at the calendar that's on the very right is the picture of Sayori.
Oh no.
On mine.
Why is it not in mine?
I don't know, might just be like a random, pops up randomly. Oh my god.
It unhooked my microphone.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I know you didn't plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? And
Oh, it's just like an RNG thing.
Possibly.
Do you wanna like take a screenshot and I can show it?
Yes. As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I have to get Monica out of the way first.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must
She's
be
got
hard to start a new
stupid,
club.
Massively huge hair.
And she fell asleep.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new.
Oh, for a second I thought you were just
Especially
responding to me, like, oh, and she fell asleep, and you're like, you could put it that way.
Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important.
Well, something weird happened just on the stream.
I'm confident that
Is it like
people all
outputting
really-
like different video than what I'm seeing sometimes?
Possibly.
Outputting different
I'm
video
confident
just
that
to
we can all
the
really
OBS.
grow this club before we graduate. Oh, by the way, this game knows that you're streaming.
Yeah, you told me that. So that's why that's why I assumed that maybe it was sending things specifically to people watching the stream.
Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess.
That's
That's you.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Did you get the screenshot of it?
No, Monica moved to cover it even more.
Oh,
I'm
no.
so mad at her.
Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica
They're
must have
all-
worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set.
It's like a direct screenshot from the game, but like that whole poster is covered up with, and you can see where like her little face is.
Well, I'll show this. If you get a better view of it later, we can show that. Transform it to screen. Yeah, we can just barely see something there, huh? Oh dang.
Yeah, but like the whole poster's covered with it when I walk away.
Oh dang.
Mirrors, the room also like tilted.
Tilted towers. That reminds me, I got an email yesterday that was just amusing me. It was about Fortnite, and it says the end is near. It was like, oh,
Oh my
Fortnite's ending?
God. That's so ominous.
And it was like a picture of like some of the main characters from Fortnite all just sitting and like waving at the bus as it's flying away into the sunset.
Oh wait, here's a better picture of it.
Oh, okay.
On the next screen.
She carefully places a
ask
teacup
your
in
question
front
to
of
Yuri.
each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you can see it really clearly now.
Copy and replace.
Straight up chillin'.
I can kind of see it back there. It's, oh dang. Let's like stretch this. Wait, what am I stretching? Have I messed up? No, I want to stretch this. There we go.
Very clear in the game, not as clear as a screenshot. but
There it
yeah.
is. Oh dang.
Okay,
Spooky.
did you say your thing?
You keep a whole set of... You keep a whole seat... a whole C-tet. A whole T-set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Oh wait,
Nope,
that's you.
me. Don't worry.
I
The
told you,
teachers gave
it's
us
going to be the
permission.
entire game I'm going to be doing this.
After all, doesn't a hot cup of hay bale help you enjoy a good book?
Okay. Hold on. Oh, dropping things now. I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
Don't let yourself get intimidated by me, garbling the game and killing your friends.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, pushes Monica out of the way. What kind of things do you like to read? Probably stupid books for stupid people.
Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. I imagine like the Metal Gear notification sound. And the looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Here traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. Also, I'm gonna try one more thing to try and fix the audio from you. I'm gonna switch our server to one that's like near you and see if that helps. Okay, that's done. And now we'll see what happens, if anything. She seemed reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious the way her eyes light up when she finds her comfort in the world. That she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I mean, I guess we don't need to read like all of this because we've seen a lot of it before.
Well, not all of it. Everything you've seen before will come up with the skip button at the bottom.
Okay, well, I mean, like they said these same things before.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Oh, I read a horror book once. Desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Like, see, this didn't happen before, so...
Yeah, and like I said, some of it's the same, and then there are differences thrown throughout it, so...
Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
No, she's talking about the game.
I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second.
She leans over and whispers to the main character, "Let me out of here!"
Never mind.
Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What?
I'm just getting
How
really
dare you
bugged.
suggest that?
I'm just really bugged that the audio is, like, messed up from you.
Well, it's very hard to do Natsuki's voice for me, too.
Uh,
What gives you that idea? You left this piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back, Snatch. Fine, Tilda.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometime. Why do you care?
Yeah, changing the server just made it worse. Sorry.
Aw.
Put it back where it was, in between us.
Think back where it came from, or so help me.
I think that's impressive. The weird thing is, the first thing you say after I switch the server is like perfect, and then after that it gets garbled again.
Yeah, well, I have 4 bars now, so it's probably not me at this point. It might just be your room.
I have 3 bars, so it could be me. Well, it was worth a shot to try streaming in here, because there's no chance of background noise. But I guess I'd rather have background noise than weird garbled audio.
Yeah, it's working for your audio, it's just maybe not for my audio. Good.
Mm-hmm. Natsuki averts her eyes.
No! Oh wait, you wouldn't like them.
Not very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. I, too, used to be an idiot. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
Okay.
Thinking.
I'm going to, okay, I'm gonna put on some pants and then move into the other room.
Okay.
So hopefully we can fix this. Well, it was an interesting experiment to see if streaming in my room would work, but... Alright, I will be right back. I'll leave you on the stream so you can
Sing
talk.
some elevator music. La, la, la.
Alright, I've successfully moved. We'll see if the audio is better.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Do I sound better?
So far.
Okay.
I have full internet connection now, so it should be
So
good.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Yeah, I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. Remember, I'm here? How about this?
Yeah, you sound much better now.
Oh, okay. So I guess we figured it out.
Yep.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. We have never done this before. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member,
it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Look at Natsuki.
She's like, wow, typical, and he didn't even eat my cupcakes.
All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But, I'm sorry, I thought...
Eh? Girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I feel terrible for letting anyone down in this situation, and besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. But if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
One by one, they all fill with air again.
They all re-inflate.
Oh my goodness, really? Do
Some
you
of them,
really mean that?
Some of them inflate more than others. Like, there you go.
Do you really mean that?
What if one of the ways that the game like glitches out and garbles is just like this flashes on screen for a second? This goes like
Give me
bzzz.
1 second, Lane, I have to mute.
Okay. Part of the garbled nonsense as it goes. Bzzz.
Is it cool if we take a break for like 30 minutes or so and then come back?
Why is that?
Because it's my mom's birthday and she wants to have dinner with me actually there.
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
Or should we just wait until, like, we could do some more tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe. This is kind of a short stream then.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it was going to be so soon.
I see.
Well, let's
Because we're not even really at like a stopping point here is another issue.
Yeah, why don't we bring it up to the poem and then we'll stop for now.
Gemini says birthday's better than streams.
Okay, do you really mean that?
It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
This also says birthday's better than streams.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Right as I'm about to leave. I'm so happy. We can become an official club now.
Would you, would you worry, or would you mind too much if I, like, streamed this on my own for a little bit? Because I have, like, people here watching.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to keep streaming and I can come back after dinner.
Okay, I'm not sure if I'll keep going for the whole half hour, but if I do, then you can come back.
Yeah.
Because it's just not the same without you here.
I know. Sorry. I thought there was going to be more time because my mom was making lasagna, so I thought we had like another 45 minutes or
just
so.
After I fixed our audio.
Aww. It's because the game is glitching so hard it's moving into the real world. I'll do everything
thanks, I guess.
I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone, pushes them out of the way. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so I can decide who dies next.
So we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I reimpress this class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
I'm gonna poof for a little bit.
I'll see you tomorrow then. Okay. Monica can hack your reality. I can't wait. Alright, Ash is still in the call, just muted. So, if he wants to come back, he can just unmute. And he'll be back on stream. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. All the way my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. I'll be happy spending every day in this after school in literature club. Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? A dream. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge, empty room, its ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to a wall, anything. Suddenly, the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. Okay. Only the two of them now. I'll have to tell Ash. All my saves are gone. Oh no. I'll have to tell Ash which one we get. So that he can keep up when he gets back. Let's go for Yuri, because we never did that before. Forgive. Heaven Sent. Starscape. Doki Doki. Hopeless. Question. Melancholy. Memory? Oh, you like memories. Unrequited. You like marriage. Raindrops. Frightening, you like. Tragedy, you like. Disaster, you like. Hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back in the literature club. I was last to come in, so everybody else is already hanging out. Excuse me, what? That was, Thanks for keeping your promise. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. You dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. That wasn't right. Come on, it disturbs any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. Jiminy says what? What? Well, if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. You're on the wrong layer there, Monica. I can't read. Sugi finds himself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Okay. Monica doesn't care what layer she's on. Totally defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry. Make sure to put your comfort first, okay? He shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all. Oh yeah, the whole room is definitely tilted now. Ash was noticing that it seemed slightly off-kilter. Now it's definitely off-kilter. Like, let's look at those screenshots I had. from earlier. No, not that one. Not that one. Oh yeah, see, it's it was definitely not as off-kilter earlier. Definitely not. Whoops. Let's transform it to screen. Yeah, look at that. Look at the difference in the tilt. Perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? It also seems a lot, like, zoomed in. Well, can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. It certainly feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Ooh. If you really don't want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Ah, no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her big bag and pulls out a book. I don't remember that difference in tilt from when I played it. It's more subtle than some of the other weirdness. Yeah. I feel like apparently some of it is randomized too, because Ash was getting stuff a little bit differently. Like also in that screenshot, if you'll bring your attention to the calendar in the background, which is why we took the screenshot, was because you got something a little different here. See what the instead of the calendar, you see what the image is there? If you'll bring your attention to this image here on the back wall. And I didn't have that in my playthrough, so he had to take a screenshot so that I could show it. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. So this is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read at your own pace. Is it getting more tilted? Oh, it might be moving. I think it's... Oh yeah, it's slowly rotating. You can notice it rotating if you look really close. Okay, I think it stopped. Look forward to hearing what you think. Oh, yeah, look, it just reset. Look at that. Oh, that's something. It made the scene more tense because it was like zoomed in and rotating. Uh-oh. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Mana to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me. But than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was just focused, then I probably wouldn't... If I was focused, I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... Your eye... Where's your eye going? It's on the move. She looks like Jar Jar Binks. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. I just want to see this. I want to see that glitch onto the screen. I can just do that myself. I have my own glitch at the ready. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them. Oh, I see. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Well, look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Just like this story. Wouldn't you say? Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Excuse me, what? Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? That one clicked away on its own, by the way. I didn't click the button to move on from that one. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. Yeah, on the stream sometimes the screen does its own extra glitch. If you saw the screen jump, that didn't happen for the game for me. That happened just on stream. It didn't even happen in OBS. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, what was that? It's gone. Your whole... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. This dang game is haunted, I tell you. Yeah, I think that's the point. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. Ah, well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Whoa! Yes! Zargo. I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. Oh, Ash says that he's going to be back soon. He said dinner is actually really short. So I'll get my co-host back in a moment. It's not that I don't want you to. You're just missing out on his southern accent for Yuri at the moment. You just get my voice for Yuri. I like at this point in the game, we're still just reading, we're just reading a regular visual novel. It's still just a nice sweet little story. And then there's just weirdness. There's just some visual nonsense happening. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. As if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. You were just bathing in what? Hold on. I'm gonna see what it says. Bathing in the feeling of... What the heck did it say? You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Aw, cute. He takes her left arm and holds the side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I was just bathing in the feeling of your body heat. Is what it said. Oh. I'm glad we at least still get to see this cute little scene. Adorable. I expect something weird to happen to it, but I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. With holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Yeah? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. Don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. Probably the least I can do. Well, it's so sweet. Since you've been so patient with me, yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. Continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as it catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Don't worry, she hasn't memorized. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really?
Yo, what's up?
Hey Ash, welcome back. So,
Okay.
I have to explain...
I'll skip to where you are.
Yeah, in the poetry section we did Yuri.
Okay.
And I picked a few words for Natsuki, which might change things slightly. Like, I changed things a little bit before, but yeah, and then we're up to the CG part. Also, we noticed earlier on talking to Yuri, the room was like slow. It was like extra zoomed in, and it was slowly rotating.
Oh my god.
And we realized, like, wait, is it getting more rotated? And then we were like, yep, because then it went back to normal right afterwards. It just snapped back. We're like, yep, that was really off.
Graveyard, inferno, misfortune, frightening,
But
infallible, extreme. Man, I'm really good at picking Yuri's words. Heaven sent, intellectual.
what if the word butts shows up in there? Who would it be for?
That one would be for Monica, definitely.
Monica likes butts.
Okay.
I was just thinking the way the second
Skipping your part now.
guesses things she says and all that. Okay,
Yeah,
now it's on
Yuri
the line
reminds
for
me
you.
a lot of you. Just
Of
like
me?
super into like tentacle horror.
Oh. Just soft and sweet, and then like creepy stuff.
But you're just soft and sweet and soft and sweet.
Oh, thank you.
Click, 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 click,
Ash is
click.
very nice to me. In case you didn't know.
Is this the part where I find out you're also into tentacle horror? My god, where's the CG? God, she really talks for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ash
she's
is
getting
good
the
friend.
book. She's getting the book. We're reading together.
Yuri says, ah. Like, That's the line that you're getting to, that you should read. I was just telling everyone that, in the meantime, they were just missing out on your southern accent for Yuri.
Okay, are you ready to turn the page?
She says a lot. I'm trying to find the specific that
Okay.
you're at.
I said, I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's the last line I said.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, my bunny just did a big flop, by the way.
About. Oh, I love your bunny.
Yeah, he's laying on his side with his ears like back.
Aww.
And his leg, so he's on his side, so his right arm and leg are like up in the air.
We
He's funny.
stand Bun Bun.
We stand Bun Bun.
Ah, that's what you were talking about.
It's not a
Sorry.
picture. It's not a picture of how he is currently, but I have a picture of him doing that not too long ago, like almost the exact same thing. I'll show you. Just so I don't think I've ever shown the bunny on stream, although I talk about him. I'm showing the bunny on stream in the middle of a horror game. I guess it is just sort of a nice section of the game, though. Like, this is just a cute part. That's not been made weird. So, let's go for... Let's look for flop from my account.
Flop.jpg. Flop.png.
Go for latest... Oh, here we go. This is almost exactly what he's doing right now, so this will be good. Yeah, this is almost exactly what he looks like right now.
Aw, baby.
There he is. He's a little, like, farther away from the edge right now, but basically exactly that.
And the ears and the nose and the...
Yes.
Oh, baby. I want a bunny.
Cute.
I'm super allergic to rabbits, though.
He's the softest animal I've ever petted.
Petted.
Especially after we go to my grandma's and spend time with her dog.
Mhm.
And then pet their bunny, he's like, whoa, he's so soft. Compared to the dog.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So we're at...
I thought you meant
Sorry.
something else about her.
No, it's me. I
Yeah.
thought you meant
I was just telling you what line you're
something
on.
else about her.
Something else.
Never mind.
That facial expression.
We
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
even get that far yet.
Also, you missed earlier when her eye was leaving her face, and I said she looked like Jar Jar Binks.
Why is she like holding up her chest while she's reading the book?
Just
She-
to put it on display.
Is she like afraid that it's gonna like fall all over the book? And
She just wants you to look at it.
so I don't know why that came into my head. Hey Bales.
Yuri, are you feeling all right?
Eh?
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
I'm feeling fantastic. I've just been smoking too much hay. My breathing?
Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I'm definitely not going crazy. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was
What's
that about?
interesting is,
Gemini says Doki
you don't know
Doki.
because you don't know because we picked Sayori the first time, which I think is what most users do.
Uh-huh.
But if you play Yuri's path, that scene is not the same.
I figured it wasn't.
She doesn't run away this time, but she does run away after Sayori's death.
Interesting. Okay, your turn.
Oh,
You're doing Monica now, remember?
did something happen just now?
Eh? I have no idea. Yours was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything. Wow, you truly are useless.
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? I have to fall
Oh.
asleep now.
No, not really. I was didn't do anything.
No, nothing.
Don't worry, I believe you, silly, because I see everything. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be dead, so I just figured we should get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. Make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag.
Who should I show my poem
Natsuki.
to first?
We just, on this stream, we go in order. Told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. Probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
Ah.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
Oh! Her eyes popped out of her head on my screen.
Oh no!
Like they out of nowhere.
That's a little blunt.
Well, it's about something I expected
yeah.
from someone like you.
And then that's a little blunt. Okay, your turn. He says, well, excuse me.
Oh, you must have some different words.
Okay, yeah, I told you I picked, there were some Natsuki ones. It's not like I said it was bad, I just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Oh, it's this one again.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. End of poem.
Oh yeah, also earlier it was, you've unlocked a secret special poem.
Which secret special poem did you get?
It said dreams, or a dream I had, or something like that, and it was about like a dark building and like drowning or whatever.
Mine was about I'm supposed to go to therapy, but I'm not going to therapy because then they'll find out how crazy I really am.
Oh.
Yeah, that was what my special poem I unlocked
Gemini
was.
says, wow, there are more RNG things than I realized.
Yeah, there's a lot of like little things that branch off.
Yeah. I told you weren't going to like it. I like it.
Now I'm back to where you are.
Oh, okay.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because
Also,
everyone in high school.
Also, I was joking that I wish this was like a glitch that could appear. Like it just goes bzzz, and she's just real buff for a second. that would make me happy.
Make that a mod.
Okay, so somebody should mod the game to do that. Add that as a glitch.
People have modded like entire new endings to this game. Really cool. Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So many people don't even take my writing seriously.
Isn't the point of poem of how did I just pronounce that? Isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like a knife. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you can do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end and then made it fall flat on purpose. It brings out the feeling in the last line.
So you did.
I'm explaining everything to you because that's how a poem is
I guess
supposed to
more
work.
went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Who should I show my poem to next?
I wonder.
Hi. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Nothing weird happening?
Everything's exactly how it should be, right? I didn't mess up the game's coding in any way?
By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up,
I thought
okay?
you said something about don't be afraid to burn things up. Or don't be afraid of burning things up.
Just like the Jonas Brothers.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
Kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Oh yeah, also, something funny that happened earlier was Monica was in front of the text. And you couldn't read it. She was standing in front of it.
I remember that.
I was like, please, I'm trying to read. Step back. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Mm-hmm. Great job. I read it in 3 seconds because I am a robot. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. You there?
That's not very fair.
There you are.
Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. I'm gonna move into my kitchen.
Okay. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But
Man, this stream is moving so many places.
The stream... the stream keeps glitching. Like, the screen moves. It's weirding me out. Because it's only in the preview on Twitch where it goes like... Bzz, everything else stays still.
Oh my god. I wonder if that's part of the game.
I'm sure it is. Because I've never seen that happen before.
Oh, she spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her.
Jiminy says it's Monica.
So happy when you treat her with lots of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must really be starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Jesus, Monica. Like earlier.
Wait, what were you saying?
I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time.
Suddenly the door opens.
Yuri! We were not talking about you. I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We didn't want you here anyway. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all
the time you needed.
Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
Do you want to read my poem now?
Oh,
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then. This is the same one, right?
Yep.
Looks the same.
It's the same. So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
Haha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What's the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's that Sayori's dead. It's been influencing my poems a little bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to write something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening, Tilda.
Okay, now
Who should I
Yuri.
show my poem to next?
Yuri's a poem. I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Yeah, what was that?
Huh? Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
Ooh. He's going to hate me.
Really don't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
One. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Why?
Really? Wow,
My
that's
fault.
oh no. Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Look at my tiny mouth. Ooh. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem,
The phone's done ringing.
as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Well, I know that. I just meant, Oh, wait.
Oh, we
No, you're
moved ahead a
past
bit
that.
more, yeah.
Breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they form fit the two together. It's an amateur mistake. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened, just like you.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills.
The game seems to like to give you a false sense of security by going back to normal for a while.
Yeah, and then really freaking out for a little bit. That go into writing even a simple. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though,
Biased? How?
because she's stupid. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
Oh. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? This is the same one again, too.
Okay.
You just liked to take the opportunity to read Natsuki's one in Natsuki's voice.
Eagles can fly. Oh, I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Hoo hoo.
What is that? Hoo-hoo.
The story isn't about a ghost at all.
Oh, dang. Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost.
Now read my 12-volume epic poem.
Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so? Plays with my oddly long piece.
Yeah, of course. Oddly long and ribbon-like piece of hair.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you.
Huh. Me too. Phew. Guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. The stream jumped again. And the music's a little off. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to this. Okay, now it's fine. Just for a second, it wasn't hitting the right notes. It's just very subtle. Some of the changes are very subtle. This is a literature club, after all, I say. You really notice it because you spend like 6 hours listening to the song over and over the normal way.
Like, wait, is that correct? Let me listen back.
And then it hits some wrong notes, and you really notice it because you're you're so used to the song being one way at this point. Guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with the language?
Why did you say the F word,
something?
Yuri?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to her desk with one hand. Yuri writes poetry with swear words in it.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
No, that just makes me think of SpongeBob, the sentence enhancers, to make your sentences more fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Monica liked it.
I said, oh dang.
And I did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I have spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And I'm just like my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up, and the music goes away.
I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Oh, here comes the
That's not
boing.
what I... Ooh. You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Abby appreciates my advice more than they appreciate... Huh? And how do you know they didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of the way to make everything I do overly cute. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's... Oh.
I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as started showing up. Yes.
Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Oh, God.
Whoa. What's happening?
Me? Look who's talking, you want edgy person.
You, edgy bitch, oh no.
Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
The music's speeding up.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know.
Oh dang, they're getting really mean.
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing
and acting cute? You cut out there.
The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh.
Oh no. Oh my bad, you already do, don't you?
Accuse me of that?
Of cutting myself?
What the heck is wrong with your head?
I was just joking about her using swear words.
Yeah, go on.
What's wrong with your head?
Let everyone hear what you really think. I'm sure they'll be head over heels after this.
Suddenly Yuri turns toward me as if she just noticed I was standing here.
As the screen is still freaking out
Yes.
and pulsating. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true.
This fight is so much more intense. Whoa. What?
Natsuki or Yuri? Natsuki or Yuri? Hurry.
Yuri. Whoa, that didn't work.
Natsuki or Yuri?
The game's zooming in for— What? Excuse me? You're standing in front of the dialogue again, Monica. You're standing in front of the game. Gemini says, oh hi.
Hey. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay. Hey, look, the game's not broken anymore.
And she's behind the dialogue
Sorry
again.
about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling, and once the game's done glitching. Ha 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 ha. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a bit more assertive.
Sometimes.
But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Oh, I see how it is. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, she's crying. Quickly runs away.
Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri?
I didn't mean it.
That's a difference. That's a new facial expression.
Still holding the same piece of hair.
I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did.
Please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today.
I'd say that.
It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it all tomorrow.
By tomorrow.
Completely.
Oh!
Yuri's like, what the hell does that mean? Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want.
Monica's just acting like nothing, like everything's just totally normal. Gemini says, because I will edit her memories.
I will suck the brain juices out until she has forgotten.
For some reason it says we have 0 viewers, but clearly we don't. Clearly we have more than
for
that.
me that we have 3.
Okay, that makes more sense. Ori looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica.
You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm the vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around
For something, Yuri.
It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you understanding.
What?
Let's write another poem.
All right. Okay.
Who should we write our poem for?
I'll just keep going with Yuri.
Shame. Misfortune.
Tragedy.
Universe.
Fester. Graveyard. Eternity. Vertigo. Tenacious. Oh, Natsuki likes the word waterfall. Okay. Unrestrained. Oh, Natsuki likes fantasy.
Did you notice that Sayori is gone from the poem writing page?
Yeah, I noticed that last time. Makes sense. Time. Oh, Natsuki likes swimsuit. Makes sense. Anxiety.
I accidentally
Entropy.
picked a few Natsuki words too.
Well, that's good. We should hopefully get the same thing.
Uncanny. Cage. Feather. Oh!
What is these words?
I just got a flashing crayon drawing of Sayori appearing on my screen in the middle of writing my poem.
Oh no. You can look on stream and see what I have, which is just some words that are interesting.
Let's see.
See?
I gotta wait until
What
you're
word
done
is
picking
this?
yours.
Should I pick this word?
Yes!
Oh. I broke something. I broke something! Sayori ghost words. Whoops, I broke the game. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Comfortable after that? I don't know. I don't know if I'd be comfortable after I witnessed that fight. Edgy bitch.
Welcome back.
Hi Yuri. Not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. He glances over his shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Still, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room.
About yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before.
It's almost like the game is messed up.
Something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well.
Yuri, I'm happy that you're considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. You know, I've only been here a couple days. I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. I gotta put my other hand up.
Don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around. Sorry. What am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica?
No, I haven't. I was kind of wondering where she was.
Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either.
Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her.
No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing.
Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I feel like
anything bad happening.
I feel like words like this should be like extra emphasized, like she's speaking extra like weirdly loudly. Like I don't
even remember anything bad happening.
Yeah.
You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
But...
What? Excuse me, what? Was she under demonic possession now? Midball cell cloth blindsided lifeline and receptivity thoughtlessly offered scleromacia night.
Nay. I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all.
She started speaking in tongues. I don't hate you.
Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Oh.
Natsuki turns to me.
You're still on trial, though.
Hey! Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Oh, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Nah. Well, Natsuki was.
I was not!
I was just speaking in tongues!
What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time.
Oh, I gotta tell Shiny that I'm on stream.
Sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played piano as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really a good piano player.
Piano.
That must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri.
She's half off the screen now. And also
you should play something for us sometime.
Still rubbing Yuri with the hair.
Gentle touch. That's...
Monica looks at me.
Monica. Oh, sorry. I took over your soul for a second. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
It's interesting, like, this game doesn't exactly... I'm not exactly scared, as much as it makes me feel nervous. Like, I just have this sort of, like, nervous feeling all the time now, while playing this.
This game gives me the feeling of those, slightly uncomfortable posts where it's like you'll have a perfect thing of dominoes and then one that's slightly crooked or something. Like, that's the feeling this game gives me all the time.
Just like it's slightly out of order. Okay, your line, is that so?
Oh, is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. Monica smiles sweetly.
Shoves them all out of the way with her butt.
Butt check.
If Monica was in Super Smash Bros., she'd have the same side B as Princess Peach and Daisy. Jiminy says, "Oops, I gotta go, but it's fun. Thanks for being here."
Yeah, you can definitely watch the VOD later.
Yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube. YouTube.
And you can listen to all the crazy glitches and wow.
Yeah, it's like, imagine if they put a character from this in Super Smash Bros. What if that's the next DLC character? Monica
Okay, well.
erases reality. That would be the little intro. Didn't mean to.
Oh,
I
did you
didn't mean
say-
any pressure or anything like that.
Okay. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway.
I'm gonna put out the stream announcement again to see if we can draw some more people in.
I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. Did I share the stream in my chat? I did.
I see. Not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks, Tilda. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Shiny says, I bought a smart light bulb. God help me. Not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about.
I choose
Besides-
not to bring up the fact that Natsuki was possessed by a demon for a brief moment.
Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet.
Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway.
Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason.
Doki Doki. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy.
Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this.
Take your time. Marie takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag.
Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here end, it's a nice cup of hay bale. Not to mention for yourself as well.
He stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Brings the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk. Then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. Simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts with her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. She appears elegant and methodical. We don't get to see how long they are. Well, I guess on the title screen.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long.
Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom.
Ah, did Yuri leave you again?
No, it's not like that this time. Just filling up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding.
10 minutes pass. You said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha 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 ha. What's that noise? Coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. Sharp inhale like someone sucking air through their teeth. Are they in pain? Reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Oh dang. Whoa. I can't read this. Oh, it's rewinding.
I'm back.
Oh. Well.
Thanks for waiting patiently.
Okay.
Do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is
the main
fine.
character's like, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on?
Why did we rewind? Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do anything less when I'm making tea for cows.
You've never been an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Huh, perhaps I will. He fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway.
Ah, that's great, Yuri. It seems like... It's kind of like this game is sort of like there's... Like at first it just shows you sort of the nice aspects of things. And then under the guise of it getting weird and glitched out, it starts showing you the more serious aspects of each of the characters.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, under the guise of a weird horror, surreal sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it is like it sort of seems like the characters have always been like this, but you didn't get to see it at first. It's just sort of their issues, and
like they're coming out more than you for some reason.
Yeah.
Coming out of my cage, and I've been doing just fine.
But then because of the Monica weirdness, you don't get to handle them properly or in a more healthy way. It's like she's like, it's like she's there trying to like stop it, you know. And she was like more successful at it earlier on, and then it's like getting out of hand. And she's trying like real hard to still keep you from seeing these things and make it like this is just like a perfect little world or something like that. But she's failing now. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me. It's very endearing.
That's... I wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. Once you pour a cup of tea for each of us.
I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? It's kind of how chickens lay their eggs.
What is that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize. But won't we get our butts dirty?
Babs. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Well, I think changing your posture would help with that.
I wonder why that is. It's the scoliosis.
I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because my
Your posture, right? Oh, hey. I hunched over like that while reading.
Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Retrieve the book from my bag. Oh, I have some chocolate as well. Bag of small chocolate candies. Like, that's what I'm thinking, like, in like a normal situation, you would discover these things about the characters, and then you could like handle it in a healthy way, or something like that. But the way that the game is going now, you know, like you see the thing and then it just rewinds and it's like, nope, that's not happening, like that sort of thing, you know, like.
Forget what you just saw.
Yeah.
It's like the Men in Black mind eraser.
Yeah. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. You and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? She was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
She hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. So now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume that the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages.
Oh, you're right. Didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book open. Okay,
Are you sure?
of course.
Like, so kind of the
I like
way...
the little dust particles.
Yeah, this is a cute one too. I'm thinking about, or I'm just my interpretation of the story is that, like, kind of in some way we're both seeing some of the real ways some of this happened, as well as some of it being messed up. Like, I feel like this is how the fight, like, really was. Like, it was more intense, but was, like, held back earlier. But then also, when you see it here, it's all, like, messed up because, like I said, Monica's trying to hold things under control and is failing. And so it just gets garbled and weird.
Yeah.
And then she makes Natsuki not remember it. So, instead of having them deal with it properly in more of a healthy way, you know. Yeah. That's how I'm kind of interpreting these things.
Well, we'll see. I don't want to spoil anything for you, so
Yeah.
keeping it very, very vague.
Yeah. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. This piece of artwork looks like almost completely different from how she usually looks. Like it's a different style almost entirely. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She didn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth.
Quick,
Look at the
before
art.
the game starts glitching again.
Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Expression suddenly breaks.
Did
Oh.
did I just
He looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Sorry. Guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily.
I can't.
First he grabs my arms and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Uh-oh.
My heart won't stop pounding. I can't calm down. I can't.
What's gonna
focus on
happen?
anything anymore. Can you feel it?
He suddenly presses my hand against her chest.
Why is this happening to me?
Why is your
I
heart
feel
beat like
like
an earthquake?
I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. My mom just
Oh, there's
walks
the
in.
eyes.
Yeah, me too.
She had these eyes. Like...
I just want to look at you.
The eyes. Oh, dang. Oh, dang.
Oh.
This is getting a little weird for me, I have to say. I'm not sure if I was ready for this.
Ah.
And she's like, what did I just walk in on?
It's time to share poem.
The look on her face is just like, what have I walked in on? What was
Who
going
should I
on
show my
here?
poem to first?
Well, we'll go in order, so Natsuki is first.
I feel like the poems are the only thing keeping us sane at this point.
Like, Yuri, please.
Mm,
I didn't want to be stared at like this.
just as I thought.
Oh, she says, I liked your last one better. I guess you picked more words of hers than I did.
Oh, okay.
Really? Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
can
picked
tell you were a
more
little
Yuri
more daring
words.
with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught to never expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Here's Amy likes spiders.
In my game, she gets so mad that we're writing poems about Yuri that she's like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm leaving.
Oh,
Alright.
Not bad, right? it's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. It was too short, I was just warming up. It looks like this is gonna go pretty much the same. Of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward. I don't have to explain it. An ignorant jerk, everyone has some kind of weird hobby, guilty pleasure, sometimes you're afraid of people, they make fun of you, think less of you. That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not as long as they're not hunting anyone.
As long as they're not hunting anyone.
As long as they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things, such as two of the girls in this very club, whom I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Geez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks. It's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so... Whatever, we're done sharing, so you can leave now. Okay, now Yuri.
Who should I show my poem to next?
I've been waiting for this, oh no. Yuri, you're getting weird, Yuri, I'm not... I'm not sure about this.
Written for today. Ooh. Ooh.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Look at that little smile.
Makes me so happy.
I
That
like
little
the
smile.
little smile. If it wasn't like absolutely creepy right now.
Yes.
It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad? I'm not being weird, right?
You're being pretty weird, I have to say.
I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotion. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay?
Oh, this is different.
Wheel. A
Also, the
rotating
music has
wheel,
stopped.
Turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness.
Why is the paper
parabolic
like weirdly
gearbox,
like stained?
expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God,
Oh no.
swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes,
Whoa.
of holy stakes, exponential gearbox,
I don't
Sky
like this this
stars.
eye thing going on with you right now, Yuri.
God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 4 years in a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions.
The human eyes
Breathing
thing.
gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human
Breathing
eyes,
human
breathing
eyes.
time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel.
I imagine when I click off this poem, she's gonna be like all weird and close up or something. No, that would have been fitting.
It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen.
On my pen?
That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it,
So I'm just gonna
and now you're
save just
touching
because.
it. I'm okay. What did I just? Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem though.
Okay.
Who should I show my poem to next? Monica?
I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see.
I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri.
I'd say so.
I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited. Oh.
She finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife.
Isn't that kind of messed up?
The look
She
on her
brings
face.
a different one to school every day, like she
kinda
has a
messed up.
collection or something. I mean, it's definitely
stream
not
jumped.
because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it.
Dang.
It might even be like a sexual thing.
Wow.
But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying that it's your fault, though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, at least I have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members.
Wow, Monica.
But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
She was never this frank about things previously.
Save me.
The colors, they won't.
Bright, beat, full, color, flashing, fan, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise it won't stop. Vibrating.
I noticed that our main character hasn't said anything for a while.
Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage.
Oh no.
And open a meaningless.
Delete her.
Delete her.
Monica?
Oh.
Whoa!
Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
My character doesn't get to say anything anymore.
Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please
help me. Okay.
That's my advice for today.
What the heck?
Thanks for listening.
You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. It's like a weird stick figure drawing
Mine
of
says,
Sayori.
Can you hear me in big letters?
Oh. Well,
We're all done reading each other's
now it's
poems.
red. Oh, and there's
What's red?
weirdness on the sides of the screen. Look at the stream.
Oh, let me see.
And the music is muffled. Oh. And
Oh, it's showing me a Twitch ad, so...
there's some weird, like, crunching noises. Like,
Crunching?
there's, like, crunching, like, squelching noises. Like...
Jeez.
like that. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each
Welcome
other's
to the
poems,
inside
right?
of my mouth. Okay. We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this
So it
about the
doesn't...
festival?
It doesn't look like this for you?
No, it does not
Oh,
look
dang.
like this. My god. It finally loaded.
Yeah,
What is happening?
it's like this weird, disgusting, like, crunching noise, as if, like,
I've
something...
never seen this
As if
before.
something, like, fleshy with, like, bones in it is being squished. Is
Oh
what it
my
sounds
God.
like.
Well, let's just keep going. Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like
Can we do
put
something
together-
about this weird red stuff on the screen?
It's
I
not
gonna
like we
save?
can put together anything good in just a few days.
Wait, are you sure you want to overwrite your save? I didn't save anything there yet. Even that's getting weird.
Oh.
It's not like we can put anything together in just a few days. Okay, your turn.
Oh, it's still red even if you go back. I was hoping.
Yeah. No, and it's also, like, moving around and...
Yeah. Ugh, pulsating. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
Oh,
That's a
what?
concern
It
of
just...
mine as well.
It just went black.
Oh.
And the crunching... Oh, now it's back. What happened? What was that? Okay.
Anyway, I don't really do well with last-minute preparation. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since joined, and we've started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still have only 4 club members, and the festival is our only real chance to kill another one.
I think that might be what I have to put in my in the thumbnail, is the red part. That might have to be the thumbnail. 'Cause that was weird.
What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members just means everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you
Natsuki,
here in
I'd
the
be
first-
more careful if I were you. You don't realize that you're speaking to like a powerful elder god being of some sort.
Powerful elder god. The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. Look at Yuri. She's over in the corner rocking back and forth. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right?
It's like the size of this walnut, except way smaller. Oh wait, my character said something finally.
Oh, come on! You can't take advantage of others to agree with you just because they don't know how to say no to anything.
What?
Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until joined. As for me, I just
Huh?
do it.
Oh, the game got stuck.
And isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding. The rest of us are just fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for one. Oh,
Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words.
I'm clearly taken aback.
That's not true at all.
I'm sure Yuri and Abhishek want more members too. Right?
I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation,
No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did?
doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything.
Why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it?
Well, it's not really something I can be honest about, is it?
In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join.
Monica sits down and stares at her desk.
What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. God damn it. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not... Oh, sorry.
She's not taking anything away.
No, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice.
Suki starts packing up her things.
Peace out, losers. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki.
Suki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom.
Oh, this is bad. I don't know what to do. This is like that time that I tipped over a cow on my grandpa's so
Well,
angry with me.
You have an opinion on the festival?
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess.
What? Who cares about that obnoxious brat?
Who cares about that obnoxious brat?
I mean,
Every time I
like
see those eyes, I just gotta bring up the buff version because it uses those eyes.
I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that.
Nobody requires because of that.
Whoa, Yuri, please. What? What happened to your eye? Made a little like...
I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right. Heart hands.
For the club.
But what about you? What do you want to get out of this club?
He repeats the same question as Monica. I said to give an indirect answer, but I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing.
Meanwhile, the main character's like, I just want to get out of this club.
I've seen some things, and I'm ready to get out. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place.
I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way.
Oh, there's something weird happening.
Is her eye dripping for you?
Yeah, well, it dripped a little bit. A couple times.
Dripping blood.
Oh, yep, there comes some more drips.
With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too.
What's with you and eyes?
I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well.
Alright. Maybe you might want to get your eyes checked out there. You seem to be having a little bit of an issue. Maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods.
Weird pink eye. Hey, Yuri. Eh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday. That is putting it very lightly, Monica. But I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president.
And also, oh, sorry.
And also, a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with before we leave. Just to see what they think of their time here and all that. It's important to me, as president.
Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest.
Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Tilda.
Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom.
Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they?
That's one way to put it.
I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy.
There's some static happening, and it's getting dark.
I'm kind of responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time.
Oh.
With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know.
Disturbing.
It feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days.
In all the time you've been here.
Sorry, I
she's
didn't mean to say
remembering.
something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet.
No, stop it.
Yay, let's make another poem!
Should we just keep going with Yuri?
Yeah.
Just pull through to the end.
Intellectual. Secretive. Misfortune. Nightgown. Oh,
Why does it say 1111111 out of 20?
This is up for
It's
me
just
too.
counting up the ones.
Disarray.
Page
Oh!
numbers, Gemini says. Oh, hello, Gemini. Welcome back.
Whoa, Monica just jumped up from the bottom for me.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Judgment. Horror. Vertigo. Existence. Unending.
Hi. Skirt.
Uncanny.
Raindrops. After image.
Incongruent.
Disoriented. Unrequited.
Eternity. Determination. Oh, that was Monica.
Strawberry. Oh, that was Natsuki.
Desire.
Rain cloud. Oh, rain cloud was Natsuki. Okay.
Graveyard.
Incapable. I didn't have anything else weird happen.
I had Monica jump up a bunch of times from the
No,
ground.
the only weird thing was the counting ones.
Why does Yuri looking happy make me so unsettled?
I mean, now it does. If I saw this face earlier, it would have been fine, but now it's like... Now I hear it look like that and say, I've been waiting for you. Oh, it's like that clip. It's like that clip I took of Doom 3 yesterday. Wait, this is perfect. I should play that clip. It's exactly what's going on here. Listen to this.
I am waiting for you. Waiting to kill you.
I am waiting for you. Waiting to kill you. Okay.
Are you ready to continue reading? I brought you my best tea today.
Gemini says, ah.
Monica! I told you not to. Ugh. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling?
Please, Yuri, be nice.
What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. Come on, guys, I ship you together.
I just...
I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Well, I just felt like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Well, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah.
Now let me rub you with my hair.
You must have a lot of determination. The sight of seeing the piano
Fills me with
determination. Starting this club and then still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival. Right. I forgot. About that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday and, well, we decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't. Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga. Oh, did she say manga? Give me 1 sec, I gotta mute my mic.
Okay. Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking yesterday. I was a little more
My mom's
hostile than I meant to
saying
be.
My mom's saying I look a little bit tired, so
Oh.
we should find a spot that we want to wrap up, and we can always pick it up
You can
tomorrow.
decide. You can decide the spot where we stop.
So where are we right now?
Oh, look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt, as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a
I'd hate to
pro,
see
you
it
know.
suck.
So I'm gonna help too.
I'm a
and
pro
we'll make sure
gamer.
it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica? Monica?
Yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you now. Anyway, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we could.
We already have plans today.
Is that so, Yuri?
That's correct. Is already engaged together. Aren't you glad that I've
You missed
already...
most of that. It's already engaged in a novel that we're reading together.
Aren't you glad that I've already gotten him in the...
I've already gotten him into literature?
I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want.
Yes! Thank you for understanding, Monica.
She's getting more and more, like, dejected.
Do you want to save here and then we can...
Okay, sure.
Yeah, we're coming into some good spots, but I think we made some good progress today. Despite all of our
Main
glitching.
menu's still weird. I guess she does have long legs. See that?
How do I get back to the main menu? Oh, here it
You
is.
just go to save, and then it allows you to go there from there.
Yep.
Alright, everyone,
Got,
well...
like, Natsuki's eye and Yuri's hair and Monica's pen.
Alright, everyone, so that's been Doki Doki Literature Club. Made good progress in it today, and we finally got into the spooky stuff. It's finally actually a Halloween stream.
Sorry for me having to poof out to have dinner.
And sorry about audio issues for the first 45 minutes or so.
But we'll have ourselves together next time, maybe.
Yeah.
It's just the game taking over our stream.
Yeah. You love this Halloween wallpaper. Well, thank you. I actually made it in like 3 minutes, so I'm glad it turned out so good. I made it real quick at the beginning of, or on October 1st, before I started my stream.
Depending on how I feel tomorrow, did you want to do that, or do you want to just
Do you want to
wait till
continue? Yeah, we can continue tomorrow, for sure, if you want.
Okay.
And,
Yeah,
and also tomorrow I'm going to stream more of the other 2 games I've been playing, which is Resident Evil Revelations and Blasphemous, so we'll have a 3 for...
Cool. A 3 for 1.
Yep.
Yeah, so you can just let me know what time you're thinking about doing that.
Probably
tomorrow.
this, well, we have to go to the grocery store tomorrow. So...
Pick me up a melon.
So...
Just one.
Either earlier or later in the day than today will probably work best.
Earlier can work. I can make that work.
Okay, so... Yeah, and then... Once I get done with one of those 3 games, then we can start on Zombie. We'll check that game out for Halloween as well. Good Halloween stream so far this year. Oh yeah, there's Ash's channel. So thanks for being here, Ash. Glad you were feeling better, feeling well enough to do this today. 'Cause
Yeah,
I know you were worried about that.
My mom's saying my face is like really turning, so I guess that means I gotta go lay down because
You
my
were
face
like-
turns red when I get tired.
Yeah, you were like, it was just kind of funny because he was in the hospital and was like all worried about our stream schedule and everything, and I was just like, no, it's okay. You're the one in the hospital. Don't worry about me and my schedule. We'll worry about that when you feel better.
Listen, it's because like when I have things that I really enjoy doing, I like to, and I also like I don't like to break promises or anything.
Yeah,
So
I know.
that's, like, the one thing about me, like, if I
I was
really
just
enjoy
gonna. I
something-
just had to reassure you because I was like, it's fine, don't worry.
Like when I really enjoy something, I really want to do it. No,
I care more about your health than you getting to do stuff with me. So.
I had a giant rock in my pee hole. Yeah, apparently. So I had a 7mm by 5mm kidney stone, and bigness of kidney stones. Just to really drive the point home.
That is pretty. That's very large for kidney stone.
Yeah.
My
I'm
mom
trying to
said,
think of-
yeah, like my mom said, the one she had was probably like microscopic.
Yeah. what
So-
type of kidney stones? Apparently the stone that I might have might come from too much. So
Wait,
maybe
you
the
cut out.
vegetarians
Came
do
from
have
too much
something
what?
on me. Eating too much meat.
Oh, I see.
So maybe the vegetarians do have something on me that I don't have.
Yeah,
Biggest
I have to
kidney-
watch out for kidney stones because both of my parents have had them. The main thing really is just to drink a lot of water.
Oh my god. The most kidney stones ever passed naturally was 5,704. Dumb.
I think I've heard that before. Isn't that in like the Guinness Book of World Records?
So, it looks like the preferred size of a kidney stone is less than 1 centimeter. So I don't know how much 7mm is, but it's
A
almost 1
centimeter. A centimeter is 10 millimeters.
Yeah.
So.
So it was pretty close to getting like not good. They zapped it with a laser. That's cool. But they didn't let me take it home. Just like my
Oh
they never
dear.
let me take anything home. Never saw my wisdom.
Apparently phosphates in soda can cause them too. So I try not to drink very much soda nowadays. I don't
drink
get
a lot
one.
of soda. But I do drink coffee, and I said to him like, "Can coffee?" He was like, "No." So
I try to
But,
drink.
like,
I try to
also
drink either mostly water or things that are mostly just water.
yeah, apparently milk can also cause it. But he doesn't think that I had the calcium one. But
Yeah.
he's gonna do like a whole biopsy.
Mhm.
In like a month, he's gonna like do like a whole check me out and like try and figure out why I'm making kidney stones all of a sudden because there's more.
Oh,
Like they're like less than 1 millimeter.
yeah. That's like what my mom
But
had.
like he wants to figure out why I'm making them all of a sudden because it can also be a sign of diabetes and stuff. So
Yeah.
we'll figure it out soon.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're feeling better for now.
Medical mysteries.
Thank you so much for
Alright.
streaming with me.
Yep.
And thanks
I'll
everyone
see you
for
tomorrow.
watching. we'll be back tomorrow with hopefully concluding this game. We don't have too much left to go, do we?
We'll be able to finish it tomorrow.
Yeah, like you said, it speeds up at this point. So.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.